Hey, Merry Christmas
Merry
and welcome
Christmas.
to the cooking family. Thanks for joining us in our kitchen. And we're so excited to show you one of our favorite Christmas treats. It's been a little while since we've made a live video, but we're excited about what we have in store and just wanted to show you some of the pleasures of cooking together with your family and everything that it takes to bring a meal to the table and to bring treats and joy into your home through food. So the treat we're going to make today is peppermint bark, and it's one of our favorites. This is all that's left from the batch that we made the other day. So we're going to make a little bit more, and it's a super simple treat to make with kids, and it's very delicious, and it's really a fun way to get kids involved in making some treats at Christmas time. So the ingredients that you'll need to make peppermint bark are candy canes, just regular peppermint candy canes. Actually, this is the box that they come in. You'll need dark chocolate. I like the 60% dark chocolate that you can find. You can find at Walmart, Aldi, and then white chocolate. And I'll tell you a little bit. I like these white chocolate bars because the white chocolate chips at Walmart or anywhere else that I find, even the Ghirardelli ones, are mostly palm oil, and the bars are the only ones that I've found that have cocoa butter instead of the palm kernel oil. So find these and it'll be better quality. You'll also need 2 separate spoons and 2 separate bowls to melt your chocolate in. We use, what is this?
Meat mallet.
We use a meat mallet to smash the candy canes. That's a fun job for the kids. Don't do it quite yet. And then parchment paper for lining your cookie sheet, and so that you can move it around and it won't be just stuck on your counter. And then we use peppermint oil or peppermint extract to add a little bit of peppermint flavor to your chocolate. So are we ready to go? Mm-hmm. And a microwave, or I suppose a double boiler, but microwave is the best way easily to melt chocolate, in my opinion, even though it's a microwave. So you want to give it a little smash, and then we'll let Esther. Okay, Esther. Hannah's going to smash the candy canes. So you just smash them just like that. And we don't have to smash them all because we have some. Yay. Do you want to do it more? Make sure you don't use the pointy side of your meat mallet because it'll just poke holes right in your bag and you'll be leaking peppermint chips everywhere. So that's great. We have the rest already done over here, so you don't have to go through the noisy thing. But here's what they look like in here. Actually, there's one that's still together. I'm going to smash it. There we go. So you want to have this ready so that you can sprinkle it on at the end while your chocolate is still a little bit melty. So like I said, that's 6 or 7 candy canes. And don't wait to unwrap them because unwrapping them was challenging. So, okay, next we're going to start melting our chocolate. We're going to do the dark chocolate first. You want to cut this open? And we need 12 ounces. We like to use a kitchen scale. It just makes things easier than trying to melt. Wait, just one sec. Maybe it's not. Go ahead, dump the whole thing in because we know that's 10 ounces. You can find this recipe at our website, thecookingfamily.com, and you can also adjust it on there. So if you need more or less, you can adjust the number of servings and it'll automatically do the math for you. Just drop it down there. Okay, so now we just need 2 more ounces. Tell me when to stop. We have a scale.
No, it's, wait.
Because that bag was 10 ounces. So we're just measuring. It really doesn't even need to be precise, honestly. There's the rest. Okay, so now we're going to take this over to the microwave. You are going to want hot pads because this gets really hot. And you want to stir frequently and so that your chocolate doesn't get hot spots in the microwave. Chocolate can tend to burn, and that's why I prefer to use the microwave, because on the stove, if it gets steam into the chocolate, it'll seize up, and I've had that happen many times using a double boiler, and I've just found the microwave to be the simplest way to not get those hot spots. So I'm gonna get my spoon. I waited about 20 seconds on high. You can also do a lower temperature, but if you stir it frequently, it'll be okay. And it's just gonna start to get melty. There you go. And we wanted to tell you about our new project that we've been working on, and that is our cooking community. And that you'll find at our over at community.thecookingfamily.com. And we've had a little bit of, Facebook can tend to be a little bit troublesome, and it sometimes shows you only things that maybe they want to see or want you to see. And we just have decided to create our own community where we can go there, and people who want to see us can see us, and we'll have recipes, live videos. You can message, and we can ask questions. You can ask questions of each other, show things that you're cooking, show pictures of your family enjoying meals together. And so our goal for that is just to have a fun community where we can talk about food and enjoying meals together with our families. So that's at the community.thecookingfamily.com. So far we've done 1 whole minute on high in our microwave, and you can see it's getting pretty melty right here, but we're not there yet. Trying to get this. Hannah, will you grab a spoon out of the drawer so we can shove this off? There we go. That's good. So that chocolate will melt also, and it's going. Thank you, babe.
Welcome.
Okay, so what else has been going on? We have been still milking our cows. How many cows? Tell them about our cows, Hannah.
We have 5 cows. 2 of them are, one of them is stillable.
What? We have 2 steers.
We have 2 steers.
Which we are raising for beef.
2 cows and 1 heifer.
That's right. What's a heifer? Do you know?
It's a female cow who hasn't had a baby.
That's right. Female cow that has not had a baby yet is a heifer. Okay, now you can't feel it, but this bowl is really warm and the chocolate is warm. So if you will just stir, then do you see those little chocolate chips are just melting because of the residual heat in here, and that will help us prevent it from burning. So I did forget something. So while that's kind of melting a little bit more, I forgot to get my cookie sheet ready. Here's the cookie sheet. And that's just so you have something to move it around on so it's not in your way later on. This parchment paper, I don't know if you've ever bought parchment paper at the grocery store, but it is extremely expensive at the regular grocery store. But if you can go to Sam's or Costco or get your friend to go there for you, it is much more affordable, like a fraction of the price. Okay, do we still have any chocolate chip blobs in there? Let's check it out. There's one little chocolate chip blob, not very many. It's looking great. Okay, I'm gonna stir it. I could use like a little spoon rest, but I'm gonna set it on the clean counter. Okay, so now, Hannah, do you wanna start spreading or do you wanna pour out of the bowl?
I'll spread.
Okay, so I'm gonna pour this on, but I'm gonna save just a little bit for the top. And this will spread out a lot. Okay, there you go. Now Lydia, will you work on scraping that down into one blob? You don't want to make it too thin, about the size of a sheet of paper. Just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And this is an offset spatula, So the beauty of that is that her hands are not getting, like if you just had a flat butter knife or a flat spreader, your knuckles would be getting in the chocolate. So it's good to use this. If I had thought about it, you can put cooking spray down on the cookie sheet. Don't go quite so big. You want it to still be kind of thick, and just try to go to this corner and down to here. There we are. That looks pretty great. Okay, I'm going to smooth out this one little blob. Okay. Smooth out this one little blob. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to move this scale a little bit. Okay, we have just a little chocolate right on there. And we are going to need to wash this real quick or wipe it off with a paper towel. Hey, Lydia, you want to grab another paper towel? Okay. Here we go. All right. So while this is still warm, it's totally great. And you know what? I forgot our peppermint oil. We did that on the last batch. So we'll put it in the white chocolate. It's okay. All right. So yeah, wipe that off, and she's going to wash it because we don't want to have, you caught me with chocolate in my mouth. You don't want to have any brown chocolate on top of your white chocolate. So you don't want to use the same, you do want to clean it before you move on. Yeah, she wiped it off with a paper towel and it came perfectly clean. Thanks to her not licking it. Okay, so now we'll do our white chocolate, and we're not going to forget the peppermint oil, right? Remind me.
Yes.
All of it. You want 12 ounces of white chocolate. So Lydia, Hannah, you want to open one? We'll feel like Willy Wonka.
I want to open one.
Veruca salt. Here you go. Open it up and put it in that bowl. Crack it up. We got to go to a play recently with our friends of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so it's on my mind. And they were standing there, open all the ones to find the golden ticket. So we're so glad you guys are here. Yep, break it up and put it right in the bowl.
Can't put this open.
Break it up. There you go. And then we're going to melt this in the microwave and use our other spoon. And this time we're going to remember to add the peppermint oil at the end. You can use peppermint oil or peppermint extract, whatever you have. There you go. Esther, can you put it in the bowl and break it up and put it in the bowl? Good job.
What are we doing?
So you want roughly the same thickness of chocolate, but it doesn't always turn out that way, and that's all right. You can buy peppermint bark at Williams-Sonoma and other places, but it's about $25 a pound. Maybe that was before inflation, I don't know. So we really like to make this treat because it's kind of a luxurious treat. If you buy it there, it's still kind of expensive just buying the ingredients. It's about $16 for a pound and a half. But it's a great way to make a gourmet treat inside your house with your family. That's another reason we like to make this treat at Christmas time. So you're going to melt your white chocolate the same as you do the dark chocolate, just a little bit at a time. You can start it with about 20 seconds in the beginning. I got a little chocolate on there. It's going to get on me. So at first you're just really just moving it around so that the same piece of chocolate doesn't melt or get super hot all at one time. And then just start it again and wait. Do you want to come here? So this is Esther. How old are you?
2.
You're 2?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you like to eat?
I like to eat peppermint.
Peppermint?
Yeah.
She likes to eat peppermint. Me too. It's one of those Christmas flavors. Eating peppermint. And we're going to eat peppermint bark, aren't we? Awesome.
What are you
excited about for Christmas, Hannah?
Tomorrow, when our cousins come.
Oh, tomorrow when our cousins come for Christmas
It's gonna be
lunch.
so
Lydia, do you remember what we're having for Christmas lunch with our cousins?
Here.
You want to come here? Sit right here for a second. Don't fall off. Oh, yep, gumbo.
What is that?
My father-in-law is from Louisiana, so we like to have gumbo as a family, and so that's what we're having for Christmas Eve. Gumbo, boudin. What else? What are we making? Do you remember?
No,
Did I even tell you?
I don't think so. I think
Bread.
I just heard about.
Bread pudding
Oh yeah.
for dessert. We get to make the bread pudding for dessert. That's another thing that's fun to make with kids because they can break up the chocolate. This chocolate is pretty hot. I accidentally got busy talking and forgot to shut off the microwave, so I'm just going to keep breaking up the pieces while it melts because you can feel that the bowl's hot. It's not going to burn you, but it's warm. So we're just breaking up those pieces and stirring.
It's not hot.
Hannah, do you want to put a couple drops of that peppermint in?
Like 3.
Sure, 3 would work. And you always, with the dropper, it just usually gives you an extra drop, but it'll be great, especially since we
not coming
forgot it
out.
on the dark chocolate. Is it not coming out?
No. Is it
Here, let me shake, shake, shake. Yeah, it's coming out.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm seeing it on there.
Just usually.
It's very
comes
low.
out
I need to
pretty
go get my
fast.
another one. Okay, I think I am going to put it in for one more little moment, but it's just almost there. Thank you, ma'am.
30
Let's not do 30. Let's just set it for maybe 15.
or
15 so it'll stop. The microwave is always so funny because I set it too long, forget, get busy. So I like to, if I really care, then I like to set it on just the exact number that I want so I don't let it go too long and like boil my coffee. Thank you. I often find my coffee hours later still sitting in there. Someone will open it up to heat something up and they're like, whose coffee? Mommy's coffee. Okay, so you can see that there are still just a few little blobs. Not really very many because they're melting down. So you just have to be patient with the chocolate so that you don't overdo it or burn it in any spot. Chocolate, once it ruins, it's kind of like done. I think you can rescue seized chocolate, but I'm not super sure. Okay, this is ready to go on. Are we ready? Does it smell pepperminty? It does. Okay. You coming back over here?
Yeah.
Come here. All right. Stand right here. Okay, so when you do this one, you want to spread it a lot more as you pour than I did before with the brown chocolate. And then try to be really careful and not get your dark chocolate up to the white. But it doesn't have to be perfect. You're doing great, girl. Because if you get white chocolate swirl, that'd be totally beautiful and delicious. Okay, I didn't get that last little bit spread very much. That's all right. You know, I come from a long line of perfectionists, and having children in the kitchen has really helped me kind of learn to not. You'll do it? Okay. Let me help you. Learn it doesn't have to be perfect, and it is okay. Here, I'm going to spread this out. And as I say that, she wants to help. Because that dark chocolate is soft under there, And the reason we do it while it's soft, you're doing great, Esther. The reason we do it while it's soft is because anytime we do it, like we've let the chocolate get hard first, there we get a little swirl, and that's all right. The white chocolate and the dark chocolate don't bond together, and then it ends up being like it'll crack apart, and it won't be one unit, if that makes sense. Is that making sense? I'm gonna go this way. There we go. Oh, this smells delicious. It looks delicious.
Mama,
And it really is okay. Speaking of perfectionism, it's okay if it's chocolate with peppermint. That's not a big deal. And it's okay if it's not exactly the same thickness all the way through. And it's okay if it's not a perfect rectangle.
Mama.
Let the perfectionism go. I am continuing to learn.
There's
Okay, so
right here.
we're in Texas and it's really warm and humid right now. So the candy canes were actually sticking together really bad. Okay, sprinkle it on, ladies. Well, why don't you take handfuls? And I have found that if you sprinkle from higher up, it kind of spreads nicer. Esther, do you want to sprinkle some more?
Wow, it looks beautiful.
Now, this is one of the treats that we always leave out for Santa on Christmas Eve.
Well, we leave all our treats out, but
We leave all of our treats. What are all of our treats?
there is
Can you
fruitcake
put some over on the edge?
squares, there's fruitcake squares. It's like fruitcake, except the fruitcake is on top, or the fruit is on top. And then we have peppermint bark, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Mint brownies.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good. There's like a layer of chocolate, then
Mint frosting,
Mint
green mint
frosting.
frosting.
and then
Okay, I think that looks like enough
more
to me. Do
chocolate.
you want to put a little more on that corner?
And then there's more chocolate.
Okay, finish that.
And then there's cappuccino flats,
Oh, those
Which
are.
is
I
like-
think those are my favorite.
which is like coffee cookies dipped in chocolate. And then there's cranberry bliss bars,
Mm-hmm.
which are so good.
Yeah, you can find cranberry bliss bars at Starbucks, and those are pretty pricey. Okay, so here's why I saved the extra chocolate to drizzle on the top. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold it up high, and the extra chocolate is still kind of, oops, there I got a blob. But we're just going to drizzle it over. And just kind of do your art there. And then, of course, each piece is going to be its own gorgeous, unique little piece. And we can go crossways if we want. Do we want to go the other way?
Sure.
Just lay it on there.
Lovely.
That was a big blob. It probably
You can
has
see
cooled
everything.
off enough that it's more likely to come out in a blob. So you could probably heat it up a little bit more if you want. Or another thing that I learned from one of my favorite chefs, Alton Brown, he keeps a heating pad to keep his chocolate warm. So I might, where's our little spatula? I could just leave well enough alone, but I think I'm going to spread this out a little bit so it's not quite so biggy blobby. And that'll just be like an Oreo piece. So there's our peppermint bark. The next step is what? Do you know?
To put it in the fridge to cool.
If you're in a super hurry, you can put it in the fridge to cool off. We're just going to leave it on the counter because we don't have any place to take it. And then you snap it apart into the size pieces that you want. I'll show you, and you can, you can make it big pieces. That's a pretty big piece. And then it just snaps. It just snaps apart, and you
Here's
can
a
make it
little
into
tiny
the
piece.
size pieces that you want to offer out. So that's the peppermint bark. You want a piece?
Yeah.
You can snap it. You can eat it.
Okay.
You want a piece, Lydia?
Sure.
All right. So here's our peppermint bark. So we would just want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And we want to invite you to come check out our community at community.thecookingfamily.com and go to our website to find the recipe for peppermint bark, and a lot of other recipes are on there.
Is that mine?
This one's mine. And we just hope you have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you soon.